where they are man up on the bus now, yeah. And that tell them that accidentally step on the brother put you know, and she said, oh, I'm sorry. Once one of them get up and say, woman is sorry. What? You're dead now. Tell them that I jump up on the bus, someone and start running Irish shoes like you news now. Trust me, man. Everybody in the bus start laugh, but we can't take them seriously, never joke, man. Trust me, man. I'm Drake, you know. Gotta take my guitar and go up in the hills, where I can find some peace of mind. Where the bird sings sweet melodies, and the spirit of Jah is near and divine. We need more love in the cities. We need more love everywhere. We need more love in the cities. Whoa, whoa. So I'm going up in the hills, Lord, to pray. When I see the things that going on around me, it makes tears fall down my face. Oh, I see brothers killing brothers like their enemies. Whoa, whoa. Tell me what is wrong with the human race. We need more love in the cities. We need more love everywhere.
More love, that's what we need. Barry Liston, good evening to you. Hi.
Good evening,
Hi.
Mr. Willoughby.
Everything all right?
Yes, sir. Everything
Yes,
is
yes,
perfectly
eh?
okay.
I've liked this record from the first time I heard it, you know. More love.
Yes, sir.
What, part of a project? It's part of a project?
Yeah, it's from an album I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Barry, tell me a little bit about yourself. I saw a little feature on you in the Observer this morning. Notice you're from another bay, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Is a town that seems to have a lot of music people coming from there, eh?
Yeah.
Like who? Tell me
Yeah,
someone.
like you have Barry Someone.
Well, Barry's everybody.
Right.
Oh, Barry's come from another bay, yeah, man.
You have Hope and James.
Uh-huh.
And you have a couple more, which I don't quite remember right now.
All right.
Joseph Whale and
Joseph Wales come
Yeah,
from another
yeah,
bay too?
yes.
All right. Now tell me about yourself. You're born and going on at the bay?
yes, sir.
Huh?
Yeah.
Now, how the music business started with you? What was it with music that got to you? You know?
I think it started from my mother, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my mother usually sing in the church.
Uh-huh.
And at the Bay, and I'm Seventh Adventist, and I
Yeah.
usually go with her on Saturdays, and that from there, so I think it started.
I see. All right, so you had music around you. You had a musical person in the family.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So okay, so your mother singing in the church, you hear her singing, so you have music around you. But what about you yourself? When did you personally start to take an interest in not only singing but in writing songs, which you do? Huh?
Yeah, from a very early stage, no, from I was around 9.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what happened? I remember one day, one night I would say, I was passing a home and I heard it playing Sam Cooke.
Okay.
You know, another Saturday night, and it was so sweet. I went there and I stayed up for around 4 hours and begging the people to keep playing it for me.
Okay.
And then I know I want to be a singer from there.
From
so,
then? From
Yeah,
9
I
years
know.
old?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yes, sir.
You know, one of the things I have to tell people about is that you read some most interesting things. This now Barry's given me some, like Gibran, Khalid Gibran.
Yes, sir.
You like Khalid Gibran?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You seem to have a very deep thoughts. Am I right?
Yeah, that's certainly.
Now, okay, musically you started about 9 years old, right?
Yeah.
When did your interest in this kind of deep and philosophical literature come to you? You certainly didn't hear them read Khalid Gibran in school.
No,
eh?
not at all.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't really remember what happened. I know that I usually love to write poems from that early stage.
I see.
And then I find myself going to the libraries and reading a lot until these books start to come. And I start to love how these people really express themselves and how they see life.
Yeah.
And I say I would like to really be something like that.
Yes.
You know, to write like that and express it to people, make they can feel the way I feel when I read those people books.
Okay, tell me the way you feel when you read things like Gibran or The Power of Positive Thinking. There's another book that you gave me there.
Yes, sir.
You know, by Norman Vincent Peale. It would appear to me that you're a person who likes very positive things.
Yes, sir, certainly.
Uh-huh.
You see, I learned in life that there are two forces that's really govern man.
Yeah.
You have the negative and the positive.
Yeah.
Now I learn also that we are not the thoughts that we think, but we are the think of the thoughts. So we have a choice. A man don't care the circumstance you're in. You don't have to be negative, because there are always another side of it. You can be positive too.
All the time.
All the time.
You mean even when everything around you crashing?
Yes, sir, certainly.
Would you say that that is how you have lived right through your life, or have you ever had any time in your life when, I mean, you had to sort of fight to keep the positive vibes going?
What happened? I learned that to be positive is a growth, is an evolution, a mental and spiritual evolution. It's a thing you develop as you go along the way. Sometimes you correct yourself. You fall along the way and a little bit weak, so you correct and go on. It's a self-development.
Yes.
To me.
It's not anybody who went to and let them read stuff to you or you ask for advice on what to do or what not. You just read books, and then when
Yes,
you find
sir.
one that interests you, you just stick to it.
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yeah, I love books, especially like those.
Especially things like Gibran and
Yes, and positive thinking.
Positive thinking, and what other sort of books you like to read? You know, as a matter of interest, you know. I know you're a Gibran fan.
Yeah.
I mean, just about every Gibran book you have, you know. Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, there's so much, you know. I read all the books because what happened? Sometimes one writer expresses himself this way and a certain ideas or philosophy. But another writer expresses it a different way, and you understand it both way.
Okay.
So I read all the books that think about positive things and positive life.
But tell me now, the same way that the music seemed to have come from your mother, who you heard singing, did anybody in your family like to read that type of book, or just with you personally in your family?
I think it's me personally.
That's you
know.
personally?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And how you translate this into the songs that you do?
It come naturally because what happened? Reading to me is like food. It's a mental food, mental and spiritual. It's like how you eat the physical food and things. So when you think, you write songs, you communicate. These things come out of you naturally.
Then tell me something now. What do you think about people who can't read and write? And I would love you to tell me that. No, but what do you think about people who can't read? I mean, I'm sure there must be somebody somewhere with this and say, boy, man, like to read and I can't read. Then what is the best thing for that person to do?
Well, let's say, if you need wisdom, you seek wisdom from the person who have wisdom.
Yeah.
You don't have to can read. Because you remember this Greek philosopher, Socrates' name?
Socrates, yeah.
Right. Remember, he usually sit in the marketplace
Right.
and people come and reason with him.
Yes, my
and
brother.
Yeah, so it's certainly if you know, like a truck, like, you know, or whatever you need and you need it badly enough, you will find the place and the person who have it.
All right.
And try get it.
All right. Okay, let's deal with the album that you put now. It's called what?
This album named Mission.
Mission.
Yes, sir.
And what does that signify, the fact that you name it Mission?
Well, it's more about my life, what I believe I come here to do. You know, I would like to see the world, the people of the world live as one. Live in peace, love, and harmony.
Yes.
And I believe that wars, killing, crime, and all kind of these negative things were not ordained by God. And I don't believe it's gonna last forever.
Yeah.
Because it is not a natural way of life.
Okay.
So I'm trying to make my contribution towards life.
Yeah.
To put people on the right mental and spiritual road or path.
Do you think that music can do that to people?
Certainly,
Put them on
sir.
the right path?
Yes, sir.
Can music also put people on the wrong path?
Certainly.
Eh?
Certainly.
You know, a man phoned me yesterday, you know. A man phoned me yesterday evening. And I asked him how was his weekend. He said, boy, nice man. He's just coming from a horticultural show, right?
Yes.
And they were having a bashment. And he said to the people there, that kind of music you're playing, you know, don't play it so loud with the flowers, because flowers don't like that type of music. I said, really? You told them that? He said, yes. I said, you know about flowers? He said, yes. And when he's playing, he noticed that if he played very hard, you know, driving, say, music with the flowers, they don't progress as well if you play nice, soothing music. That's what the man told me yesterday evening.
Yeah, he's perfectly right. He's right. He's
the
right.
horticulture himself.
Yeah, he's right.
So music has a bad effect, can have a bad effect on you too.
Yes, certainly, sir. If you can remember, you know, in times gone by when certain country will go into war.
Ah.
They sing certain songs to motivate the soldiers to fight war.
Okay. Yes.
And you have time when people can sing certain things, certain songs, and make people even sad or cry.
Okay.
It certainly motivates you both ways. If you put out positive song, it will motivate the nation, the world in a positive way. If you put out negative songs,
Yes.
it will motivate the world in a negative way.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You know, it can manipulate people. Music is a very powerful thing.
Yes,
Very,
sir.
very powerful thing.
What about Jamaican music in particular? What do you think about Jamaican music in particular? Do you think we have enough positive music, or is a lot of it negative?
Yeah, we both have a lot of positive and negative music. And I believe, from sincere of my heart, that the positive songs are now not getting what they're supposed to get.
Okay.
To give to the people,
Yes,
so the
okay.
people can hear it.
Yeah.